In that new interview with the New York Times, President Trump says he's basically given up on negotiating with Congress over his border wall, insisting he will build it on his own 2 weeks before the next funding deadline. And despite his intelligence chiefs this week contradicting him on several key worldviews, the president claims they are very much in agreement. With Congress struggling to come up with a deal overnight, in an interview with the New York Times, President Trump dismissed the border wall talks.
I think it's a waste of time.
And blasted the new House Speaker.
I think Nancy Pelosi is hurting our country very badly by doing what she's doing. And ultimately, I think I've set the table very nicely.
The president adding he'll likely take action on his own when discussions end in 2 weeks, but not saying directly whether he will declare a national emergency to build the wall. Meanwhile, President Trump's denying he's at odds with his intelligence chiefs, this morning trying to project unity, posting this photo Thursday inside his Oval Office meeting with them, including CIA Director Gina Haspel and Director of National Intelligence Dan Coats, tweeting, "We are all on the same page." It comes just one day after the president dismissed his hand-picked intelligence leaders as passive and naive, suggesting they should go back to school after they publicly contradicted him on a series of foreign policy flashpoints. The president now blaming his favorite target, insisting the intel chiefs were mischaracterized by the media.
They were totally misquoted, and they were totally, it was taken out of context. So what I do is I'd suggest that you call them. They said it was fake news.
President Trump failing to note their congressional testimony was public. His comments a rapid reversal from hours earlier.
I disagree with certain things that they said. I think I'm right, but time will prove that. Time will prove me right, probably.
The CIA and Director of National Intelligence's office declining our request for comment. But intelligence officials speaking on condition of anonymity say they're baffled by the president's claim. They did not object to coverage of the hearing, where they carefully described assessments that support the president's views on topics like Iranian aggression and Chinese spy tactics, and others that conflict with his claims, like the president's argument North Korea is no longer a nuclear threat.
The regime is committed to developing a long-range nuclear armed missile.
President Trump has repeatedly complained that the Obama-era Iran deal is failing.
At the moment, technically, they're in compliance.
And the president recently claimed ISIS has been defeated in Syria.
ISIS is intent on resurging and still commands thousands of fighters in Iraq and Syria.